Good morning, children. Now this is 7th class social studies. So this is the 14th lesson. What is that? 14th lesson. Mughal Empire. So in the previous lessons I said about Vijayanagara kingdom, Kakatiya kingdom, which are ruled by our South India area. Okay, this is Mughal Empire. So now listen. When this Mughal Empire started in our country, who was the founder of this Mughal Empire? So here, this period started in 1500 to 1550 to 1700 AD. Okay, AD. Okay, so 1550 to 1700 AD. This was started. Where? From Delhi. So that means Delhi was their capital. Delhi was their capital. So next one, from where these people came, or who were these people? So they came from Central Asia. Actually they were not belongs to our country. Okay, so to the imperial drive they are coming and reaching our areas. That means our India. Okay, from Central Asia, Uzbekistan and Mongolia. So different areas they are coming from Central Asia, Mongolia and Uzbekistan, etc. So these are the neighboring countries of our country. Okay, are far countries of our country. So when they came, they defeated our local kings who are ruling their northern rulers, and they started their kingdom. Okay, etc. Next one, here the founder of this Mughal Empire, Babur. So Babur was the main or founder of this Mughal Empire. So his period 1526 to 1530 AD. So this is the period of Babur. So here children, you keep in mind, Babur was the founder of Mughal Empire. Actually they did not belong to our India. They came from other countries. Okay, what are the countries? They came from Central Asia, Mongolia, Uzbekistan, etc. Okay, when they came from that Central Asia or Mongolia, so actually they are warriors. So that is why who are the local people they defeated. Sometimes they killed our people and they established their kingdom here. Next one, that is that one. Next one, at Kabul 1504, actually that place, Kabul means at Afghanistan, after that area. Okay, from that area these people are came and established. So in here they defeated our sultans from Delhi sultans. They are called Delhi sultans. What they are called? Many sultans are many Muslim leaders are there. We know that Muslim leaders who ruled our country, etc. Next one, they defeated Ibrahim Lodi. Okay, Muslim ruler, and Delhi and Agra. They occupied finally these areas. So they started their administration or their ruling in our country. Well, next one, here their administration, their architecture, their governance, so everything is very important and special. Okay, even every year at independence time, our prime minister also addressing from Red Fort. From Red Fort. So who built this Red Fort? At present, not our king, not our rulers. So this was built by our ancestors. That means who were ruled our country. For example, Sultans, Mughals, etc. So after that, Britishers came our country. They also ruled our country 200 years. After that, our Indian people, they realized how the Britishers plundering and how they are taking away our natural wealth, valuable wealth from our country. How our India facing trouble by them, etc. So that's why our Indian people started revolt against the foreigners, and finally we, the Indian people, got independent. So that is the history. Okay. Now look at when we studied the administration system of these Muslims or these Mughal Empire. So it is very unique. Okay, even their architecture also. That means they constructed many temples, mosques, or buildings. Okay, for the purpose of administration, for the purpose of religion spread, etc. Next, their ideas also. They implemented many new things in our country. Next, their governments, their ruling system, their administration is different. Okay, so these all we can see, we will know when we read about these sultans or Mughals empire which are ruled by them in our country, etc. Students, now I want to show you some pictures in this lesson. You come to the page number 122 here. What is that? 122. So look children, here this is Mughal Empire. Mughal Empire. This is the coin showing Jahangir. This is Jahangir. Okay, he is one of the ruler our country, Jahangir. Next look at, I said about Red Fort. So this is the Red Fort built by the sultans are our ancient rulers. Ancient rulers. Next children, so here look at important Mughal emperors, major campaigns and events. So here look this one. He is Babur. I said about Babur. So his tenure is 1526 to 1530 AD. Defeated Ibrahim Lodi and established control over Agra and Delhi. He introduced cannons and guns in Indian warfare. What his name? Babur. After Babur, look at this picture. Humayun. Humayun period is 1530 to 1556 AD. Sher Khan defeated Humayun, forcing him to flee to Iran. In Iran, Humayun received help from the Safavid Shahs. He recaptured Delhi in 1555 AD but died in an accident the following year. So Humayun was died in an accident. He recaptured Delhi in 1555 AD. So first Babur, next to Humayun. After Humayun, look at this picture. Akbar. What his name? Akbar. So Akbar period is here 1556 AD to 1605 AD. Children, Akbar was 13 years old when he became the emperor. How many years? 13 years old when he became an emperor. He rapidly conquered Bengal, Central India, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Thereafter, he also conquered Afghanistan, Kashmir and portions of the Deccan. Deccan means our South India area. Okay. So he conquered Rajasthan, Gujarat, Central India, Afghanistan, Kashmir, Deccan. Look at this empire in map. I'll show you after explanation the map also. So what his name? Akbar. So he is the third one. So the first one is Babur, second one is Humayun, third one is Akbar. Who is the fourth one here? Jahangir. Look at children, Jahangir. Jahangir period is 1605 to 1627 AD. Military campaigns started by Akbar continued. What campaign? Military campaign started by Akbar. So who started military campaign here? Jahangir started military campaign. So I said four rulers here. First one is Babur. Second one is Humayun. Third one is Akbar. Fourth one is Jahangir. What is his name? Jahangir. Students, You turn your page, the next page. You turn the next page. Here Shah Jahan. What his name? Shah Jahan. His period is 1627 to 1658 AD. 1627 to 1658 AD. Mughal campaign continued in the Deccan. He faced many revolts by nobles and chiefs of his empire. Okay, in 1657 1658 AD, there were a conflict over succession among Shah Jahan's sons. Aurangzeb was victorious and his three brothers were killed for the sake of kingship. Shah Jahan was imprisoned for the rest of his life in Agra. Look how pity. Shah Jahan was imprisoned. Okay, his one of the son came as king, Shah Jahan, one of the king, Aurangzeb. Next children, the last one, look at here, Aurangzeb. What his name? Aurangzeb. So Aurangzeb period is 1658 to 1707 AD. Conquered Assam but faced a large number of revolts all over the kingdom from Afghanistan, Assam, Rajasthan, Punjab, Deccan, etc. So he faced many problems which are occupied by their ancestors. Guru Tej Bahadur Govind Singh, Shivaji and his own son Akbar revolted against him. Shivaji succeeded in establishing an independent Maratha kingdom. So we know Shivaji kingdom, Maratha kingdom. Aurangzeb conquered Bijapur in 1685 AD and Golconda in 1687 AD. Now Golconda is in Hyderabad, present. His death was followed by a succession conflict among his sons. So his sons also conflict for the sake of kingship. Okay, children, these are the rulers of Mughals. Okay, these are the rulers. First one Babur, second one Humayun, third one Akbar, fourth one Jahangir, next sixth one Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb. Okay, children, now I want to show you. So this is the vast kingdom, Akbar's reign, 1605 AD. So look at in this Indian map, what is the yellow color showing here? So this is the vast kingdom which is ruled by them. Okay, so here this is Kashmir, this is Kabul, okay, Sindhu, Amber, okay, Berar, Odisha, Bengal. So these all Ahmednagar, these all ruled by that kings. Okay, children, I will explain the remaining lesson in the next class. Thank you.